Hello everyone, and welcome to Sci-Fi Sundays, Season 2, The Outer Worlds. It is I, Samaël, aka the Freedom Frog, and yes, time to get this underway. Oh, I've been so looking forward to this. Now, doing this a little bit earlier, and by a little bit earlier, I mean a lot earlier than I was initially going to. But yes. Settings, audio. Let's take that music down a little bit, shall we? Hopefully, audio levels are all fairly good. Oh. Whew. I'm so looking forward to this. All looks good. Continue.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
And here we are. Character customization. Right. So, those of you who have seen me play this when it was a stand-in the other week, well, the other month now, for Starfield, when I couldn't get it to work, yes, you'll already be familiar, roughly, with what this looks like and roughly what this does. But, yeah, that episode is now unlisted, and this is going to be the start proper. And there is, of course, a link to the playlist down below. Okay, so let's see. Some dexterity, some intelligence, some charm. And some strength. There we go. Let's think.
You are going to paint this system red, my friend. Someone with a talent for exploiting insecurities. You poor thing. Made to listen to that dreadful music all day.
Oh, and don't we just know it. There we go. That looks fairly good. So far. Eyebrow styles. Let's see what we got. Fairly close to the mark. Back to face. Yep, fairly good. Okay, yep, I'm fairly happy with that. Beaches. Let's see. That looks fairly good. And now we get to pick our stats. Hello there, Shady. Starting over? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I thought I'd kick this off properly. Right. So this is a summary. Okay. So 100 melee, 200 melee, handguns, long guns, heavy weapons, yeah, all fairly good. Dodge, block, persuade is high, that's good. Intimidate's also fairly high. Okay, yeah, this all looks good. I'm happy with all of this.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. His drive is
Shit.
evaporated.
It indeed.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Sweet liberty.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
And we're grounded.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yeah, it sure is. Katie in chat says, Pepper says she's frustrated with me for being on my computer all the time, but in dog speak that translates to, Hi Sam, because I say so. Hello, Pepper. Okay, now. Trolls. Can I text down a little bit? It'd be nice if I could introduce a bit of Dead Zone. Kind of make this a little smoother, but... Do sneaky bricky past these boys. And aren't they just the goodest boys? Notice me ever so slightly?
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
Sit still. I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
No, I don't imagine they do. How's the stream looking, by the way, there, guys? Is it alright? Looks a touch jittery on my end, but let's see. I don't think it's actually playing back properly. Let's have a look. Seems jittery. It's going to be annoying, isn't it? Oh, it's jumpy. Oh, I was hoping to avoid this. It worked so well last time. Alright, bear with me just a second, guys. Yeah, I think I know how to fix this. Just bear with me a second. Okay. We're back. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is fixed. Yeah. Smoother, yeah, excellent. Excellent, yeah. Drop the upload frame rate down. I was going to say, it's really annoying because OBS is not reporting any drop frames whatsoever. But, yeah. Let's run with this for the time being. There might be some more technical difficulties that I have to iron out as time goes by. Oh, and I can also do this. Can do that. I think if I do that... Fingers crossed that's much better for you guys. Sorry about that. This is why we keep the original one unlisted, so I can edit together the initial things. Alright, how are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Let's see. What's this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Persuade. I've got a better idea. Give me a gun. I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay. Frame rate limit. That shouldn't be there at all, really. Balanced. Yeah. I see on my end there the frame rate's perfect. Like really, really good. So somewhere down the line, something with YouTube, I dare say. Let's see if we switch this up to full screen, huh? Yeah. How's that looking? Okay, yeah, that's working. Always the same. You think, oh, I'll just fire up a stream. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh. Oof. See. Okay, hopefully, this is actually watchable, guys. I apologize for the rocky start there.
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Okay, so tactical time dilation. Looks solid right now. Maybe that guy was just tweaking at first. No, it was absolutely a frame issue. I could see it in the back-end preview that I get. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD very slowly, while moving in attacks and drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Yeah. Okay. Keep that. Oh, a necklace. I don't think we got that last time. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. GG easy. Hello, BG. Welcome to stream.
over here before you get yourself killed. Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
I've already dealt with a few of these marauders. Not impressed.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Let's see. Don't worry, you sit tight. I'll handle it. And indeed we will. One there, one there. I think it's 2, 3, 5. I think it's like 5 in total. But we're a little bit out of range. So I remember an issue I was having last time was kind of like keeping track of bodies after I put them after I put people down. And it looks like I'm going to have that problem again. All right. Let's see. Yeah, not having access to like the Starfield scanner mode, honestly. And that's the one really good thing about that game. Oh well. What you got to say, Piso?
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
You reckon?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I don't appreciate being talked to that way.
I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was the person to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Sure. Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill, Melee, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum 50. After 50, you can earn points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what those are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps, or hurts, skill checks, and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Okay, we've received a level up. So, what I'm probably going to do is, I'm going to get a hold of some long guns before long. So I'm going to put some points into those ahead of time. Do that as well. And I think put some points into dialogue as well. Make us a charming individual, shall we? You've unlocked a dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Very nice. So yeah. Cower. Humans have got a 20% chance to cower in fear for 4 seconds after the first time you hit them. Lie. Scramble. 15% chance auto mechanicals will slowly attack other enemies instead of you for 10 seconds. Intimidate. Terrify. 20% chance creatures will become terrified and flee for 10 seconds after you kill one. So we've got location hit effects for all weapon types, or all ranged weapon types, so that's good as well. Nice, nice. Hibernation 2. Oh yeah, because of course that's boosting our stats. Unlock the ability to leap, dodge forward. Block. Perfect block. Block just before you get hit to stagger your attacker. Cool. Hello, Evie. Might as well be charming in the game for a change of pace at BG. Make us a charming individual. So, like real life then. Indeed, Eve. Indeed. You know. I am nothing if not a one-note character. Let's see. Now, I don't believe this...
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000...
Oh, yeah, I get to pick some perks as well. Get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a floor. Accepting 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Okay. 50% higher base health. Could be interesting. Higher walk speed, higher sprint speed. Less weapon and armor durability loss. Additional ammo stock on vendors. Additional consumer and general stock on vendors. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all. Extra carry capacity. 50% tactical increased TTD. Unlock the ability to fast travel when encumbered. Only stopping by to say hi and shill you out. Got to get ready for work. Oh yeah, of course. Have a good day at work, Evie. And thank you. Let's see. That drops vendor prices. I think I'm just going to slap the point straight into that, to be honest. Yep.
Frozen workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it. Repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. Okay, so I don't think these are worth an awful lot. Let's see. I would like to break down. Yep. I'm not going to be bothering with the overwhelming vast majority of melee weapons. They really just won't be worth my time. But yeah. Weapon management. Okay, that's there. I will put that in slot 2. Just so it's there if I completely run out of ammunition. But other than that, I'm not that worried. Toss ball stick. Interesting.
The 6 engines
Oopsie.
cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died. These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
So yeah, so I don't think there's anything of particular
Due
note
to
here.
catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Alright, let's head on out.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Exactly, BG. Exactly. Alright. On the road again. And this time we are just going to march merrily on down the road. Even though they'll probably get us in trouble.
I smell blood. Break you!
I wonder.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Yes,
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that.
Hello, Smoking Rat.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Rat says, I have missed 42 minutes. Honestly, mate, you've not really. There's a restart. You've already seen a good bit of this. Yes. I thought, you know, since it's been so long since I actually played, I want to go back through the original tutorial just to make sure that I'm to grips with all the controls again, and do a bit of a character re-roll as well. Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offer me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Mm-hmm. You want me to collect what's owed to you? I could do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I'll be back. Where do I see my equipped gear again? 16 armor, that provides 4. Ah yeah, don't have enough bits for that. Okay. Get a bit of early experience, why not? Thank you, Kayla, for the $6.66, and she simply says, ribbit. Ribbit indeed. Nobody about. Hell with it. I'll steal those. Alright, let's head into Edgewater. Alright, really quick, I just want to take a look at my equipment. Armor management, dragon armor, helmet, item up to the yada yada, let's see. Hibernation suit's slightly worse. Condition, yeah, cell value and weight is about the same. Stealth skills +5, tech skills plus, yeah, swap those out for the time being. Alright. It's the med bay there, basically. What is this? Wanted, Guillaume Gil Antrim. When the Space is just about mode retirement, rid of execution effective immediately for Guillaume Antrim. Former Space's Choice associate mechanic, terminated from his position and escorted from Edgewater on grounds of unauthorized use of Adrena time. Wanted for destruction of company property, murder of company workers in good standing, theft and unauthorized use of medical supplies. Generous bounty, payment on delivery. Must be able to sign your own name. See Constable Reyes for details. Can I just take these? Or do I have to get permission? Not sure.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
I know how you feel.
Maintenance division. Head to the cannery. Hold on. What's going on here? YouTube is not receiving enough data. Well, I'm not dropping any frames, YouTube, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Stream settings. I think it's because I dropped the frame rate. Ah, well. Everything still smooth, guys?
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with us. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry,
You're an Argo.
Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people will take kindly to losing the power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I can't make any promises.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
That guy looks like he'd have a conniption if someone stole his hat, and he seems very protective of it. Right? Yeah. Such a nice fella. Not. I mean... Honestly, I think kind of like his heart's in, like, generally the right place. I just think his, I think his loyalties are what are to be questioned, though, frankly. I think I'm going to play a bit of a renegade run-through of this. You know, not helping the company unless I really, really, really have to. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's get going. Companions. You get a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. They provide combat support, their skills enhance your skills, they increase your carrying capacity, and you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the Companion Ledger. Continue. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. Come along, Parvati. I do really quite like the character design in this game. I like a lot of things about this game, to be honest with you.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Of course.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I agree.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
The deserters spend their lives making various pastries. Gravesite fees I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said the guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
And now you see why I am feeling like doing a bit of a renegade playthrough of this. What are they going to do, arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would have? You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Well, I get back to work. That was one of them paid off. So, we'll be under J for journal, yes. We'll do this. Set this as active for the time being. Well, we're in town, we may as well collect these fees, huh?
I'm sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse.
Yeah.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague.
How
I'm
remarkably
Conrad.
apropos.
You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction.
Just
my
give
apologies.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Yeah, maybe I should take off this, gear, huh? Just for the time being.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, Did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I had to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long do you think you could keep a secret like that?
Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast. I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about them?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Okay, so sounds like the US government. Yeah, it really did, didn't it? I'm providing an aux cord for my laptop since the Bluetooth connection to the truck generated over 3,000 errors. Whew. That's not good. That's not good. All good, Shady. I'll skate over it, shall I? We can talk about it. We can talk about it sometime. Yeah. What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle your medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
I'm guessing you were trained at a medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5, courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
I got some questions for you.
Go ahead.
What do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Sounds exhausting.
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
That's all for now.
What can I do for you?
Well, that's about it. Okay, so that's that done, and I think we've just got to go out. I will make a mental note of that, Shady.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me. You owe me gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Okay, you seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper army's paying enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Well, I'll let you be. I like trying to sound like I know something about the things I don't have a clue about. Let's not bring up my entire life here, Rat. Alright, pop back inside. Do this bit while I'm here.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I've already wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Ah, locked option. So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Let's see. Take those up to 30. That probably wouldn't hurt. Medical. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Yeah, no, I hear they're shady. I'm not sure I quite like him. I'm not sure I like him at all.
Another day at the cannery.
Conrad, reception shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down for his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal the next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Light assault rifle. It's heavy. Grab these. I trust that's what you're referring to, guys.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Just the way it goes.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Dr. Reyes.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
If you need help with your marauder problem, I'm for hire.
As a Spacer's Choice constable, I am authorized to grant you legal authority toward apprehending wanted criminals. Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please. I'll dust off the old fingerprint roller.
Goodbye for now.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna.
So now we can pick up these bounties. So how do I take these? Are they just obtained like that, I wonder?
Interesting jumpsuit you've got. As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Phineas Wells. Open bounties. Okay. Companion ledger, blah, blah, blah. See their skills, etc. Ah, okay, so this is where we change gear for Parvati. Talk to the duck, or barber, I mean. The barber surgeon, indeed.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene.
They're probably
He
worth a
took
few
them
bits.
to his grave.
They're probably worth a few bits.
More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
Are you sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. I don't like it. Well. Let's go talk to Silas. Stranger in a strange land. It's not the power. Deliver reads message. Illustrated manual. Long tomorrow. Let's go do this. Where does this take us? That away.
Hey, lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah. We need to talk about... Oh. About those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
Then I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Well, I ain't ratting Abernathy out, even if he is paranoid. Okay. Die, robot. Let's go deal with this first, shall we? Whoa there, Shady. Don't use words we don't understand around these parts. Barber surgeon right next door to the tax preparer podiatrist. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Why, hello. I'll grab some heavy ammo.
Oh, wow.
Pocket watch. Sure, why not? Sure, be able to fence some of these items to people later. At least to someone, huh? Ooh. Steals more damage per shot, max size of 6. Special effect knockback instead of bleed. I mean, we'll give it a go. Might be a little better to use. Man, the thing looks so awesome.
Aw, he ain't no threat. Bet I could fix him up smart.
Give it a go.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Whoa, hey, don't you want me something for the repairs?
I don't reckon Jeremy understands the concept of trade.
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
And don't get in my way. Yeah, I'll take those. Okay. That's that done. Return to Ludwig. He's all the way around here. Well, I'm gonna make some food and eat it. We'll catch you later if you stop. Alright, bon appetit, Shady. I might be. I'm definitely not gonna go super long on this episode. It's been a long day already, but I've been looking forward to getting back on this and playing a bit, so yeah.
Bring us honor, soldier.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
I want to guess.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts.
True.
Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there.
Alright. See if this is a decent weapon, shall we? I was gonna say, I know I'm gonna be up against some mechanicals at some point, so if this is geared towards taking down mechanicals, that would be absolutely ideal.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna...
Had your rations yet?
Yep.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Not really.
You read the latest report?
I'll be disappointed if the fearsome weapon isn't a pair of wire snips, right? Break a leg.
Bring us honor, soldier.
From the package you mentioned.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
How do I use this ICU exactly?
There's a workbench right through this door. Attach that unit to your favorite weapon and go forth into glorious battle. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
Don't worry about that, I've already got a passcode.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Sounds simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
And this guy's nuts. Brother man. Modifications. Okay. Right, okay. So the assault rifle now has... Don't have very many rounds for that. Right. So it is auto. Cool. All that being said, die robot retriever logic module. Okay, well, we'll get that passively. Fistful of digits. Let's go do this. Is there anything close to us? Okay, well, that's what this one's closest. Oh, where was the book? All the way over here. Okay. Leave it's fairly close. For the time being, just full of digits. Does that sound over here?
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Don't think I'm ready to go skipping through those guys just yet. I seem to remember the guys here being a little bit on the high level side. See what we can do, shall we?
Not a peep for me.
Yeah, we're good. That went quite well. Oh. Yeah, it itches. Alright. Where's our man's body? Up here. Indeed, rare. Ooh. Ah, uses heavy ammo. Ah, well. Stagger and stagger both are the same. So this deals big damage per shot, but yeah. Nice, nice. So a lot of these things can be broken down, rather than, you know, taking them as items. I'm not so I'm not so worried about that kind of thing. Mock apple. Sure, grab it. And that, why not? Yeah. I'm not super concerned because I did already get the perk, which means I can fast travel, even when even when I'm over encumbered. Okay. Do a quick save here. Now, I happen to know that these things are a pain to kill. A bunch of them right there. Let's see if we can sneak past them. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We've discovered the geothermal power plant. It's right here.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
Well, you will do, just not right this very second.
Got it. Coming. Eyes up.
Persons. Sweeping the area. Damage sustained. Particular investigating.
Oh, damn it. Whew. There's a level. hell away from this place because, yeah, it's a pain. Alright. Sneak, lockpick. Yeah, this probably wouldn't be too bad an idea. Persuade's nice and high, so that's good. More damage probably wouldn't hurt. Medical. What gives me, is there a particular thing that gives me more health? I don't recall. Mock apple, when you shine it up to take a bite, does it say something rude? No, that's me. Let's put some points into defense, shall we? We'll do that as well. Let's go to perks. Right. Increase our health. I think we'll do that as well. Yeah, accept. Let's go. Bolter pistol, huh? Have a look, see here. Item repair, sure. Handguns, damage 25 times 3, magazine size 18. It's oh, it uses energy. Okay, slap that on. Looks pretty good. Big old beastie. Oh, bugger. Not what I meant to do. Just trying to break that item down. Lots of jeweled rings, huh? Was the person that pronounced it Joe was one of them rings? Can't jump up this. No, can't scar my way up that. Okay. Gonna go see our old friend Guillaume here. See, this is the really nice part about this rifle. I can actually zoom in on stuff. Primal nest discovered. Yeah, we're not doing that. Those are some big boys. They hit hard. And they debuff you as well. Long story short, they're a royal pain in the ass to contend with. At this level. If I can get a nice vantage point, I'll take this guy out from range.
Okay, keep him quiet. Incoming!
Whoa! Damn it. Oh, I took too much damage too quickly. Continue. I might be a little bit underleveled for this bounty, I'm not sure. Yeah, this rifle don't look to be doing much. In all honesty, I'm gonna be real. And this, I'm genuinely not sure about at all. We'll try again. Also, I'll take a quick save when I'm closer. Bad doggy indeed. Could really use a grenade. Yeah, it's effective range that's a problem.
Got it? Inside voices. Here we go! That's gotta hurt.
Come out and
Oh, fuck. Did it again. Not paying attention to my health. And I didn't take a quick save either. Ah. Sorry, guys. I'm just not on the ball today. Alright. I think we might be a little bit underleveled to take on quite so many. Alright. Yeah, this rifle's useless. Okay, so die robot. Yeah, the long tomorrow. Retrieve the cache of medicine. Is that anywhere nearby? It is! Ooh.
Not a peek from me.
think I'm probably going to get mulched if I go straight in there. Those are explosives. But we'll give it a go, huh? What gear we got? Ooh. Is that not a weapon for me? Consumables, so on and so forth, okay. Ah, okay. That was me thinking I was getting a fancy weapon. I guess not, huh? Shots clip corners pretty bad in this game, it seems. Have to play more towards the center of doorways to get past those. Yeah, yeah. So a lot of the stuff that I'm picking up seems to be just like, you know, random crap to take to sell. Which is fair enough. Some more Adreno. How did I miss this? Honestly, my loot goblin sensors are not working very well today, it seems. No doors or anything, secret doors or anything like that, is there? No, I don't think so. Okay. Takes me back out to Emerald's Vale. Do that. It's barred. Missed. Bunch of chems. That might be useful. I think that's everything we want from in here.
Easy.
Messages. Keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the Fritz again and start shooting keycards at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director or one of the workers on the second floor office if you lose your card. Okay. Don't know what that does. I guess we'll find out. Break that down. It's not that good. Break that down. Sliced bread. Well, it might not be the best thing, but it's the best thing since. Huh. Oh, yeah. Now, I happen to remember from the last time I played through, I actually need those. I think that's this place clear, but there are more of those engineering manuals. I don't know if it's I don't know if they're all here can't remember if they're all here. I think that's everything I need from here for the time being. Let's get the heck out. Okay, so the question is, do I give it to Old Man Abernathy, or do I hand it over to, what was her name? Elaine? I think it was Elaine. Esther Blaine. Okay, that's this way. We'll do the round trip, yeah. Go gather this thing.
Gonna find you.
Look out!
Oh, wow. Okay. That was a lot of fall damage.
Huh? I smell blood!
Coming!
Kill them! Hey! You hiding? You scared?
That's the last of them.
Dunmer are going to be pissed. Indeed. So we'll break that down. I just got this letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to the Edgewater Cannery, effective immediately. It's a shame, I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia. But scripture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. As for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books mouldering in some contraband locker. So I stashed them all away in a cave over by the river. The plot thickens. I think there are other places too. There's more in that area. Always makes me giggle that. Dehydrated water tablets. Oh, excuse me. Give this a reload. That's what I should have aimed at. So, where is that? Over here. That's better than my existing one, I believe. Assault rifle. 215 DPS. Damage per shot is 28. I think that's, yep, 10 more. So it's moderately better than this. And we'll keep a hold of that for later. What's this look like? Heavy assault rifle. Ooh, loot box. Lots of modifiers for armor, that's good. When it comes to actually time to upgrade some gear, I'll make good use of those. I get some perspective on the matter. Anything around here that can give me a hard time? Yep, just failing to change weapons correctly. Don't worry about it. At least use a cave and not a van. Yeah, true. So these shipping containers. Nothing I can grab from them by the looks of it. Why do I get the feeling something's going to drop down from the ceiling? Grab all of these.
Nice.
It's quiet. Yeah. A little too quiet. Look, it's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph. Will you shut up? Ow! Hey! Nice one, Rat. Nice one. Your companion has leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see the available perks. Don't mind if I do. Oh. Oh, hello. Long guns, 52. Special effective burn. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's level 6. That's level 5. Not that that necessarily means anything, but we'll have a look. So that's 75 damage if all 3 shots hit. That's 52 to 118, so potentially more. Plus, it has the effect of burn, whereas this just staggers. And I've got plenty of things that already stagger. Let's see. Break that down, yes. Break that down. Light assault rifle, light assault rifle. Don't need that. Get rid of that. Okay. Can probably sell these, right? They're such cool looking mines. I like those. Alright. Quickly spend some skill points. Defense. We'll take that up to 30. Probably spend some points in this as well, right? Okay. Skill points available. Oh, hold on. Make sure I apply these. Apply. Accept. Journal Parvati. Maybe we give her this, huh? More health, more threat generated, less threat generated, or increase engineering. I'm gonna go with... Let me look at my character real quick. What's my engineering at? 31. I think it's good for the time being, although perhaps it wouldn't hurt. Plasma rifle? What is this, Doom? Bring on the BFG! Don't tempt me, Flutter. Let's give her some more HP. That can't hurt, right? Journal. Let's get back to the vicar. What's it? I got a bit hairy. Primal brain. Cool. Yeah, you can see why I don't quite like why I don't like fighting these. They're a bit spicy. Cuddles McSnuggles Fluffington. Hey, Cud. It's an evening chat. Evening, Cud. How you doing, dude? You alright? As far as video game weapons are concerned, my all-time favourite is still the Chronoceptor from Turok. Love the animation that thing had, and the delayed explosion was just, chef's kiss. I don't remember anything about Turok at all. Reload some stuff. Yep, that's all good. Okay. Go see the vicar. Doing pretty well, boss. How's you enjoying Outworld so far? I absolutely am. Yeah, we restarted here for the official start of Sci-Fi Sunday Season 2. Yes, remade character, and we're just walking about. This is basically the starting area. I've already died a couple of times, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, but I'm glad to hear it. Oh, man. Entrance to the church. Where are we? Oh, excuse me. Hello, Vicar. Let's go.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Oh, I've got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it, you just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
It could have been any language. Any language. Spanish, Chinese, Italian, Russian. But it's French. Oh, no, no. That's poetry. Well, at least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport.
This guy's an asshole.
You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
What's in it for me?
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Spiritual counseling? Are you even a real vicar?
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
I don't think you were being completely honest with me about that book. What's the story?
It's the journal of one of the originators of the Philosopher's School of Thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
This guy's an absolute asshole. Bro, you're on point duty, like, forever. If I don't shoot you myself. What the hell? Come on, Bavani, we're leaving. Oh, well. There we go. Rat says, does that mean the French hold the secret to the plan? I find that claim dubious. Can we go and have, like, one of these in? Probably, right?
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Oh yeah, looks like we can just turn in. Do we get paid one at a time? That'd be nice.
Friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
Something to report?
I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Here we are. Birdie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here.
It's 500 credits or bits. Oh, who do I give it to? The medication, I mean. There might be more anthracylin. This is the thing. This is the thing. Do I give it to the man who told me that there was some out there in the first place? Right? Because there's a possibility that he is actually sick. And cure him of it, so he's got, like, 10, 15 years left to live? Or do I sell it to Esther? With the likelihood of, potentially saving other people's lives who have many more years left to live. This is the ethical quandary. Does he not deserve to, be presented with something of a finder's fee? There never does seem to be one good solid answer. Tell you what. Where is he? I think he's over here. Yep. Let's go poking around in his stuff, shall we? It doesn't seem to have much, does he?
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not a marauder.
Oh, wait. It's just you. Yours killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something?
You're taking an awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Tough choice. He does seem to be a hypochondriac. Which doesn't mean that he's not ill.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Ah, yeah, but there's loads more people here that are clearly very definitely sick. Oh, they've just up and died. Okay.
I don't have time for this.
What was that? Time to collect a fine bounty.
Blow fuck out of a rat. Okay. My apologies for the loss of your people, rat. Hello, Co. Let's see, space out. I might have been blessed there, or biased there. Fallout in space. Welcome to new spaces. If the other woman wanted it, why didn't she ask you for it? She waited for him to ask. Hypochondriac or not, he took the chance she didn't. That's how I see it anyway. You know what? That is an excellent point, Rat, and screw you for bringing it up, for making that choice even harder. Nah, you're quite right, man. You are quite right. Or I could trade it in for, like, faction reputation by handing it into the commander there. What I don't think I'm gonna do. Because corpo cops ain't no cops at all.
I've got some time.
I got the medicine you were after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here. Something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Never. That's harsh. At least it'll be something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I'm curious, who are you going to give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Yeah, honestly, I think I made the right call here. Yeah, I think I made the right call. Okay. That's another one out of the way. Ah, fistful of digits to do. Die robot, retrieve a logic module. Botched. Yeah, if you screw those up. Alright. Let's go see Adelaide, shall we? Adelaide. Okay. It probably was the right call. I kind of don't like moral dilemma type quests. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly, if they're well written, I like them. If it's a case of we created this arbitrary situation just to, you know, put you into something of a bland moral quandary, for the purposes of, you know, for the sake of having just a bland moral quandary, it's like, nah, miss me with that. You know, moral quandary for the sake of, for moral quandary's sake is not enjoyable. It has to mean something. There has to be some, you know, overarching narrative value.
Nice.
Oh, look, another plasma rifle. Ah, it's charged shot that determines the power. Okay. Okay. That's fair enough. Wait, what? Oh, that's better. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Might have to switch that out, depending on how well she uses it. Because if she's using charged shots and landing near me and damaging me, then yeah, we'll change that out. But for the time being, she can have a plasma rifle too. Sure, you like that? Yeah. Let's see. It says, right, yeah, arbitrary sucks. Yeah, yeah. No. Nah. God damn it. Is that skill I'm short on, or? Let's have a look. Skills. Yep, it's skill. Okay. So it's a case of improve your skills, then find me again. There's the community centre. I'm just going to turn the music up a little bit, guys, because it's a little quiet for me, and I think that means it's probably even more quiet for you. There we go. Try and provide a little more atmosphere. I heard someone say fillet like fillet the other day. Well, there is a fillet as opposed to a fillet. As in, like, a filleting knife. What was the context? I'm kind of curious to know. Oh, hey. Yoink. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Nothing good. What's that? Ambidextrine. I believe that's a decent performance-enhancing potion. Patience, Ella. I require your strongest patience. FBI, open up. Oh, that's gonna get annoying. Oh, a shunt. Yeah, we'll grab those. The lavatory. They had cooked and called it a fillet. Pie is like sandwich plus. You can put stew in a pie. Hard to do that with a sandwich. Have you never seen a pulled pork sandwich before, Kat? It's basically stew in a sandwich. There's what are they called? They're quite common around New York as well, from what I understand, where it's basically like stewed beef and all kinds of really delicious spices and herbs and all that kind of thing, and then they stick that in a bun, and then they like soak it and like drown it in gravy as well. Like, you need a spoon to eat that sandwich with.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
It's your problem.
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another.
Yeah, was they run a tight ship?
You want to try standing outside in the heat, keeping your sights open for the next marauder raid? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Isn't a sandwich spoon an actual thing? I swear I've heard that. I swear I've heard that somewhere. I'm not sure, actually. Right. I mean, there are jam spoons and mustard spoons, which, you know, you use for spreading those things on other things, including sandwiches. I don't know explicitly about sandwich spoons, though. Mayonnaise spoon is a thing, says Co. Yeah, true. That's very true. Very true. A bit of that beef. Oh, yeah, the beef bourguignon. Mm-hmm. Pulled pork guitar. Mmm. Mayonnaise isn't spicy. Unless I make it. What did you name? Zoe. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
We're gonna find Adelaide.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Okay. Oh. Let's see. And I'm with the drive for. Wow, 2.5 hours already. Yeesh. Alright, Adelaide. What you gotta say, lady? Put my rifle away.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Boy, howdy, lady, I sure do hope it has been cleaned if that's an old spittoon that you're using as a teapot right there. Otherwise, I would not be so obliged to consume said beverage. Is this your greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
Rat says, now remember, somewhere around here, there are mines. They killed you more than once. Just saying. They did! I remember that. No one you could grow a tripe in a garden. I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
What goes into your fertilizer? Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
But puffballs don't have roots. They're a fungus. They develop a mycelial network. In fact, the puffball in and of itself is just the... It's not even the sex organs. It's the remnants of the sex organs. The creature itself, if you will, the fungus, that's the mycelia. Fucking plot hole. I'm just being particular. Why'd you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so We must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
You know, dear lady, sometimes you gotta sit down and stand up, and stand down to sit up. Sometimes you gotta sit down and stand. And if you're still standing up by the end of it, then you get the opportunity to sit. That's not just nonsense, it's a reference to something. And if you know, you know. Read something to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to devote your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp is a power regulator. I needed to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
She is very good at framing this, and it's one of those, like, if you're not paying attention, you could easily be sort of, you know, brought to it, be enamored by the way that she puts things. You really could. I don't disagree with her motives. I genuinely don't. At the end of the day, though, this is a post-apocalyptic kind of affair, right? This is very, very few happy endings. What's going to happen when Spacer's Choice gets wind that, you know, there's a power grid that's operating, and it's providing power not to, you know, their investment, but to a bunch of people living on a planet that they ostensibly own. They're going to come in and they're going to clean up, right? They're going to send in their security officers. At least that's where my head kind of takes it. So, this is the thing. Do you subject these people back to the grind? And at least keep them within the walls, providing for one another, if unhappily? Or do you give them the chance of whatever semblance of liberty they might have, should they be able to defend it? And if you're anything like me, the way I just phrased the second option is why you pick it. What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm alright. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
It absolutely was. Let's say I help you. My ham's to Edgewater.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
That it does. You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Yeah, this seems like a personal difference between the two. And not, you know, not for no reason. Not for no reason. As we will find out later, I'm sure. But, yeah, the divide here between those two people has been extrapolated out to a bunch of other people. And it's affecting them. And frankly, they should both know better. I'll
I
consider it.
trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Let's go talk to him.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. You're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
I'm just trying to get my ship off the ground.
Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
You mentioned 2 pads. What about the third?
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1. I found it at the community center archives.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
I'll let you know if I find any others.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
How long you lived here?
Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
Literally, like 3 minutes outside of town. What were you doing out in the wilderness?
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
I should go. All right. Well, let's do a little upgrading here. Let's do a little work. Modify. Tinkering. We can't do no tinkering. Plasma rifle. Let's see. What mods can we install? Mag to zap. Magazine. Change the weapon's damage type to shock. Well, I'm not so keen on that. It's already uses plasma, right? Mag to ray. Magazine changes the weapon's damage type to N-ray. Gyro sight. Increases weapon accuracy. Ranged weapon spread. Well, I don't really think that calls for it. Assault rifle. maybe on that? I don't know. Let's take a look. So, I've got plasma. Got a light assault rifle. Well, I happen to know roughly what I'm going to be up against when I go down into the geothermal plant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this one. Yeah, change that. Revolver. I think that'll do for now. Repair. Let's just fix up some stuff, huh? I mean, that's pristine. Not using that. Alright. Stun baton. We'll break that down. We'll break that down. I think we call it there. Okay. Okay. So we're about, what's that, halfway to level 6, I think, something like that. And we've been running now for 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I'm just now beginning to feel the effects of tiredness. So what we're going to do is I'm going to save here. Save there. And we're going to head to the main menu. Yep. So, this has been Episode 1, Stardate, N-001. For real this time, of the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. I would like to thank everybody that has come out for this little inaugural stream of Sci-Fi Sundays, Season 2, The Outer Worlds. I'd like to thank everybody that came and hang out and chat. It's always good to see you guys, and yeah, very, very good of you guys to join me. I know it was a little bit earlier than when I normally stream, but yeah, I wanted to get this underway. And yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. If you listen in the future and you didn't get a chance to take part in chat, don't worry about it. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below, and you. Well, I will get a notification when that comment comes through, and if it is a question, a query, a concern about the game that I'm playing, or the other games that I play, whatever it may be, when the notification comes through, I'll shoot you a reply, yeah? If you are listening in the far future from now, you'll find a link to the playlist with all of these down in the description. And yeah, you can find a little bit of flavor text that I like to put in there. It's a little bit of jokey joke to myself. And if, like Kayla did earlier on, bless her soul for the $6.66 if you would like to help support the channel in picking up other titles in the future. If you want to contribute to the war chest for the RuneScape related stuff that I do with the lovely Miss Chaos Eve and everybody's favorite wandering wizard, Mr. Zelthor, you can find a link to my StreamLabs down below. You have the option to include a little message if you so choose, and yeah, I read those out when they come through. You're not under any obligation to do so, but anything that does make its way into the war chest is greatly appreciated. But yeah, the fact that you guys just keep showing up week in, week out to come check out the the goofing around I do on these games means an awful lot. It does mean an awful lot. So yeah, but for now, for this week, for this weekend, for this Sci-Fi Sunday, that's gonna do it. So if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out, and if you are brand new here, consider hitting that subscribe button to keep up with everything that I've got coming up in the future. All that being said, thank you all again, and good night.